What up, world? How y'all doing today? Let's see. Looking at the moon, looks a little cloudy, but it's shining through. Let's see here. I know I've been having a sniffles. Oh, I've been sleeping without socks on. I would always sleep with socks on. That's the only thing I can think. Yeah, Earl came out with a new shirt. Smoking on bud. A big ass shark with a rolling a joint in his mouth. Would look like Bud's face coming out of it. Man, talk about marketing. Oh, he knows he can get a lot of money off that merch. It's a lot of merch. I think they were selling those other shirts for like 60 bucks. 60 bucks? Shit, man, the shirt probably only cost like 10 bucks. At the most. Just make at least 45 buck profit in silkscreen. $40 profit at 100 shirts, 4,000. 1,000 shirts, 40,000. 10,000 shirts, 400,000. Man. Hey. Man, something's burning. Got the barbecue pit going or something. Man, the moon looks less than it was yesterday. Yeah, I made a comment on some boxing dude's channel. I think it's Boxing Gems. GEMS. He made a short clip of Errol Spence. And it was with Van Heerden, which was like, what, 8 years ago? Why would you even show a clip from 8 years ago? And Blood was against Diaz, which was 6 years ago? Both fighters have changed a lot. Both had to have gotten better since then. Yeah, he tried to call me out and made a whole little passage, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post a little back and forth that we had. Probably make it into a little short video. Just because you make videos doesn't mean you have more knowledge than somebody else. Man, I've been watching boxing since as long as I can remember, and I'm 50 years old, bro. Sports, I'm a sports fanatic. Boxing is my favorite sport. And I don't go by racial divide or anything like that. I just go by who I like. And I've liked Errol Spence since he was in the Olympics. So it's been a long time already. Yeah, so he's been one of my favorites. But you know, I give credit where credit is due. Bud's a great fighter, but he's a small guy. He's a small guy with long fucking arms for being so small. Well, I wouldn't call him small. I'll just say he's smaller. He's about 5'7", 5'8". Errol's like 5'10". But just because you're bigger doesn't mean you're better. Because Jermell's bigger than Errol. And I think Errol gets the best of him when they're sparring. Sparring is different than actual fighting, though, without headgear on and smaller gloves. But the welterweight division has the smaller gloves. Once you step up to 154, you wear the bigger gloves. And we already know that Jermell has that one punch knockout power with the bigger gloves. Yeah, well, you know, Jermell and Jamal from H-Town, so you know, I'm gonna ride with them boys till the wheels fall off. And truthfully, I don't think Mel lost to Harrison. Because Mel hurt him a few times. He was running. Same thing with Castano. But in the people's eyes, in the casual fans' eyes, whoever's going backwards is losing the fight. It's just a perception. Because you're going back, you're losing the fight. But I'll tell you what, Bud's gonna lose this fight. And I tell you what, in my opinion, he's not gonna want a second fight. But he might take it for the money, and it's gonna end quicker than it does the first fight. I'll give him Bud some credit though. Even though he hasn't fought anyone noteworthy as at the welterweight division. Come on, he got his belt from a PE teacher who they robbed Pacquiao for the belt in Australia. I don't know why Pacquiao accepted that fight. I don't know why he accepted that fight. I'm sure because it was close to the Philippines, but now you're fighting in his backyard. Yeah, that was crazy, man. I was watching the fight. You know, because I keep up on when the fights are going to come on, and I watch the build up to it, so yeah, well, I posted that in a comment in one of his shorts. That Bud's not going to generate enough power fighting on his back foot. There's a difference fighting on your back foot, fighting off your back foot. Similar but different, because it involves the back foot. Yeah, Earl's a body snatcher and an eye collector, so he will go to that body early and often. That's what Derek James teaches, once you go to that body, it weakens them up. Then they drop their hands, because the natural reaction is to try to protect them ribs after they took about 20 or 30 blows to them. When they drop their hands, it's just open season on the head. But it's just a one punch. I wouldn't say just a one punch, but he has that knockout power against C-level fighters, because he's re-signed with Top Rank, knowing that they didn't have the competition at 147. Why even re-sign with them? Because you're going under protection. Even Bob said he was losing money on him. Bud's knocked out all of, 7, 8 opponents in a row, but none of them noteworthy. You could say Porter was a shell of himself, 1 foot out the door. He'd rather do podcasting than be in the ring. Another was Kell Brook, which he went up to fight Golovkin. Golovkin shattered or broke his orbital, his spider wig. I don't know how it's in the middle of the street. I think he broke his orbital. Then Earl broke the other one when he fought him. And I don't believe you could break the same orbital again, because they put a titanium plate. But you see the punch when Earl broke Ugas's orbital, because man, he grabbed it. It's like it's automatic. You could tell that he broke something on him. But that's not one punch damage, though. That's accumulation of punches. But man, his eye got swollen up. He couldn't even see out of it. But tell you that, he didn't go out like Kell Brook. Kell Brook take that knee and didn't want to get back up. Ugas wanted to still fight. But the ref stopped it. Could have stopped it earlier. He stopped it in the 10th. And that's what I predicted. 10th round KO. But that was the same thing. People say that Ugas was just standing there. Yeah. With all those body punches he took. It kills your legs. It kills your legs. You ain't gonna have that movement anymore. So you can't run, you can't hide. Earl's a master at cutting the ring off, unlike Canelo. Unlike a lot of fighters. If you can't cut the ring off and get the ring cut off on you, you're in serious trouble. Cutting the ring off means getting them stuck in the corner. They don't have nowhere to run. Yeah, well, I posted. I didn't think much of it when I posted it. I said, but it's not going to generate enough power fighting on his back foot. The dude screenshotted my comment and posted it Try to say, oh, I don't know how he don't know nothing about boxing. Talk about he can't generate power coming off. I said enough power, enough. Because if you're going back and Earl's coming forward, you're in the world of shit, man. He's coming forward, you're going backward, and he's going to the body. Man. And I don't know how the boxing pundits, and it gives Errol fuel. All these boxers are saying that Bud's gonna win because he has higher IQ. Similar to what they said about Mikey Garcia. And everybody saw what happened to him. His best round, he landed 10 shots. Mikey's dad wanted him to stop the fight, like in the 7th round. Maybe if they would have stopped the fight in the 7th round, he'd still be boxing. Yeah, so they didn't stop the fight. He wanted to go the distance. He was just fighting a defensive fight. He wasn't punching back. He wasn't punching bags, but he was a punching bag. Yeah, Mikey only had a couple of fights afterwards. That was it. Then he started saying he didn't love boxing. Yeah, you love that boxing money. It's not like he was trying to stop boxing. So Earl beat the shit out of you and you couldn't take it. That's a fucking... If you're a world champion, never been beaten or had some close decisions, such as Danny Garcia. When somebody dominates you in the fashion that Earl did, you question a lot of things. It fucks with your head, it breaks you, it breaks your will. It breaks your body, it breaks your will. Then it kills your love for boxing. He fucked up Porter. But I didn't see any too much damage. Well, he was going toe to toe with Porter. Like, they was just going at it, man. And that was an exciting fight. He boxed Mikey because everybody said that he couldn't box. He was just a volume 4 puncher, I guess, Mexican style. As Triple G was saying. Yeah, he said that, and then I clarified what I said. So I stick to it. The thing is that I was talking about the Earl and Bud. I wasn't talking about Bud, period. Yeah, he could fight lesser opponents, C-class opponents off his back foot. But why is he even fighting on his back foot against lesser opponents? I don't understand. He's even got knocked down by Mean Machine. Kavalaskis. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, so those are smaller guys coming up. Earl's been at. Matter of fact, he started a little heavier and he came down. Because, boxers, they try to fight at the lowest weight possible. They get as lean as they can. Then they rehydrate. Then when they rehydrate, they gain at least 15, 20. But since the IBF's involved, they got to weigh in. Morning after, can't have more than 10 pounds. So he just gains at the most 10 pounds to 157. And then he's going to put whatever would rehydrate even more. Probably be like 68, maybe. But has a small frame, he can't rehydrate as much. But the weight slows you down, but the weight gives you the advantage. You punch harder and you can take more. You got to give something to get something, but you're not as fast as in movement with your feet, or because of course you're heavier, or with your arms because of course you're heavier. but your punching power is more, especially when you sit on your punches. Earl sits on his punches, and not all the time, but he knows he picks his spots. Yeah, Earl didn't start boxing until he was 15 years old and made the Olympics. So what does that say? You know, Bud's been boxing since he was like 7 years old, 6 years old. He didn't make the Olympics. What does that say? I translated to Earl got better within the amount of time, which was only a few years. Then Bud took over 10 years. Yeah, Bud was undisputed at 140, but come on, man. His resume was not like Charlo's. Canelo has a weak resume too for 168. He was on the European bum bashing tour. Then they got Caleb Plant for the last belt. And truthfully, Caleb Plant was doing very well until he started talking to Canelo in the ring. His concentration went straight out the window. I don't know why, because Canelo has that punching power, because he sits on his punches, because he's not a fleet on his feet. I was starting to like Canelo until he got popped doing PEDs, and then that's dirty for a fighter to do that, because you could kill somebody in the ring. Yeah, so shit, Canelo didn't want to fight Jamal and Earl. Al Heyman offered him over $100 million to fight both. Jamal first, and I guess if he beats Jamal, then he fights Errol Spence at a catch weight at like what, 165 instead of 168. Canelo's been taking PEDs, in my opinion, but he's been caught. So they try to say he was eating. Oh, he didn't know he was eating tainted meat. They had gave them a warning about the meat in Mexico, and he can't say that he didn't know or anything like that, because Reynoso, Eddie's dad, was a butcher. So that's a moot point. I didn't know. So Suleiman, he's crooked than a motherfucker. You know, everybody loves the green belt because Mike Tyson used to pack the green belt. You always remember Mike Tyson having the green belt. So everybody wants the green belt. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty belt. But when you bend the rules, a certain amount of clenbuterol is tolerated because of the Mexican fighters stuck in Mexico eating that meat. Well, if you're a Mexican fighter and you're fighting for a title, you should be eating home fed, home grass bred, home grass fed beef. You got the money too. You don't want a chance of getting popped with PEDs. Just too many excuses, and you can see that after the 5th round, going to the 6th round, Canelo gets tired. Then Eddie Reynoso say that black fighters move too much. Or they're not going to want to stand and bang. You know, it's a hit and not get hit, you know. Nobody wants to stand still and get hit. Well, I guess some don't mind. But that's not the plan, to get hit. Well, back to this boxing gym dude. Yeah, he tries to clown me. Everybody in the comments is clowning me because come to realize, and now that it dawns on me, Timothy Bradley, who was a top rank fighter, and he's a company guy, was sending people, oh, boxing gym. He probably paid him. Boxing gym. He mentioned him and, yeah, y'all need to go check out boxing gym. You know, as a top ranked guy, and so that's what I said, man, it's a Bud channel. That's a Bud channel. I went to look. Bud's videos got a lot more views than the videos with Errol Spence. Living in Texas and being from Houston, gotta go with the Charlo twins and Earl. But truthfully, even though Earl's my favorite fighter, he's 1A and Charlo's 1B. Man, if there was the fight, man, talking about actual fight, not spar, talking about fight. I gotta give the edge to Jamil. He's a lot quicker on his feet. I believe he has that one punch power. Earl's accumulation of punches. Well, anyway, so yeah, he said that, and then I posted a comment on his because people were clowning on me. Of course, they're Bud fans, and I said he don't have enough power. Of course, they're gonna be against me. But come on, he's fighting C-class competition. Yeah, he's knocking them out, but he ain't fighting nobody like Errol. Errol ain't fighting nobody like him, truthfully. But he's been fighting better opposition. Stop right there. I don't like walking by somebody who just parking. Everybody has a gun, man. Yeah, so yeah, I said Bud's not gonna be able to beat Earl fighting on his back foot, because you're going back and can't move as fast going back as you can forward. But you're going back because you feel like you don't have the power, the continuous power of going forward. So like the best opportunity for you is go back and try to catch him with something. Going back is called riding that bike. He's riding his bike, trying to get out the way. Well, and then it took him a while, but he commented back. Then he said he knocked Porter out when he was fighting off his back foot. That's not on your back foot. On your back foot means you're Putting your weight on your back foot. Off your back foot means you're going back. He doesn't even know the difference. Off and on the back foot is two different things. He's not going to be able to fight it on your back foot. You're not putting your weight on your front foot and twisting your hips to get the most out of your punches. Sitting on your punch, that's what's going to have to take to hurt Earl. Earl's been hurt a couple. Well, I won't say actually hurt. They call it buzzed. Earl's been buzzed before. Yeah, the time that the last time Ugas buzzed him is the referee said stop 3 times, and apparently Ugas didn't hear him. That's why he was looking for his mouthpiece, because he thought his teeth came out in it, because he had some implants after he flew out the car and landed on his face. He didn't break a bone in his body, but he can't remember for a couple of weeks because he was in the hospital. It was a miracle that he made it. A miracle. Man, I know, pretty sure if y'all watch boxing, y'all done seen the car flip. But after he came to and he's dedicated his life to the sport of boxing, I guess he realized he doesn't have much time. 10-10. 10-10, 18? I believe 10-10, 18. Man, I saw it on the ESPN, man. I was so sad because, man, he's my favorite athlete right now. My favorite athlete, not just my favorite boxer, he's my favorite athlete. I exactly remember that's Annabelle's birthday, and Becky was all mad about me taking her a figurine, St. Christopher figurine that I got the Father to bless, to put it on her gravesite. I had the figurine at home because it was all faded, and it's maybe I should have left it. And the bottom was coming apart, so it wasn't even standing up that well. That was the main reason why I took it. Well, anyway, so yeah, I believe he flipped that Ferrari 5 times. I think he flew out of it like at the first flip. It was just a big pile of dust. Couldn't even see where he was. And he had a pistol, an FN 5.7. That's the hot gat right now, the 5.7. Doesn't matter if it's FN or Ruger, or I think Smith & Wesson got one. Those rounds will penetrate bulletproof vests. Yeah, so yeah, I was telling him the bus not gonna generate enough power fighting off the back foot when I was coming forward, hitting him in the body. I don't remember exactly word for word what I said, but then he comes back later and says, Bud knocked out Porter on his back foot. I don't know if he really said off his back foot or on his back foot. Then he's knocked out a lot of other boxers fighting off his back foot. And I said, you don't know much about boxing if you're comparing a foot out the door, Porter, to today's Errol Spence. You're comparing Bud's subpar opposition to Errol Spence. You don't know about nothing about boxing, because a lot of people, but I even seen Mike Tyson say that. Man, he knocked Porter out. Mike Tyson be so fucking blowed though. You know, he got his strands out, he got his shells out, he got the mic bites, the Evander Holyfield ear. Yeah, so and he says, all right, have a good day, buddy. Didn't say nothing back. He'd probably say something back by now. But I already made the I put his comments talking about me in my original comment in one picture, and then I put my comments standing by what I said in his comment section on another picture, and his reply, and then my reply after that. This might be the jump start I need to get some subs on my channel. Yeah, well, this is how I see the fight going. Out the gates, first bell, when the bell rings, they're gonna meet in the middle. He's gonna feel taste a little bit of Errol's power, because Errol's gonna go to the body, because he has high guard. Bud has high guard. He's gonna protect his head, which is the right thing to do, truthfully. But just that, the natural reaction to taking up 30 body blows to the ribs, to the stomach, to the liver, to wherever, to the kidneys. So you gotta drop your hands. He's gonna drop his hands by the 5th round. Maybe 6th, late 5th. I'm predicting in the 5th. Errol's probably gonna get about close to 10 body blows per round, leading up to the 5th. So he's gonna have about 40 body blows, and Errol's gonna be sitting on his punches. Then when he drops his hands, he's gonna be on his bike now. Bud's gonna be on his bike. He's gonna start going to the head. He got some head movement, but he's gonna be slowed down. He's gonna be walking in mud, because those body blows make you lose your feet, lose your legs. And you know, of course, Errol's gonna be defensive minded as well, so he's not trying to get hit with any big shots. He doesn't want to leave it to the scorecards. It's going to be a stoppage in the 12th round. Just in case Dave Moretti's scoring. He's going to stop him in the 12th round. Could be sooner, but I'm predicting the 12th, because I don't want to leave it to the scorecards. The question is Bo back? Gonna throw the towel in for him so you can get another payday? because there's an automatic rematch clause if they activate it within the 30 days after the fight. Bud's best chance. He has a puncher's chance. Is to catch him flush and square early in the fight, within the first 4 rounds, because if he doesn't catch him in the first 4 rounds, his energy, he's going to be depleted. He's going to be standing in mud. It's going to be easy work. But so little though, he might be going out in the 10th. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and say 12. I don't know if that's a fair assessment to y'all. That's how I'm seeing it. Ugas last to the 10th. Ugas is Cuban style. He's a mover. But he got some good shots when the ref said stop. Just protect yourself at all times. So still, you're supposed to listen to the ref. Well, okay, well, now I'm thinking about the finals game tomorrow. Denver at Miami. They had 2 days to rest. Both teams, but it benefits Miami more because they came off less rest when the series started. Tyler Hero might come back, so I might give him a boost in the arm. Of course, they gotta start Kevin Love, but Kevin Love got to play better defense than he's been playing. And they gotta take away the Joker's passing lanes. If they take away the Joker's passing lanes, that's their best chance to win. Because he's pass first. Do not double team Joker, because that opens up the passing lanes. And the defenders gotta put their arm in the passing lane. After he gets a couple tip balls going to the passing lane, he's gonna be more hesitant to pass the ball and just try to score. But the other players are not gonna be in rhythm. So when it comes down to it at the end of the game, they're gonna miss. Jamal Murray, gotta put Butler on him. Butler can't be lackadaisical, man, and it's 3 games away. You can't. You gotta have the eye of the tiger right now. I know that's easily said, but the Miami players, they're already used to living in Miami, so they shouldn't be going out. Denver players, they shouldn't be going out either, but they're not used to being in Miami all the time, especially at this. They're feeling good about themselves. Oh, we're in the finals, man. One of them's gonna go out like James Harden. Hopefully it's Murray. I don't know if Murray's married or not. Man, now look at the moon. See, I have to pass this light up because it'll give a better view for the camera. Yeah, I can't believe that dude was trying to talk shit about me. Then some other dude was clarifying what I said to what he believed. He said he didn't say he don't have any power. He said he don't have enough power. Because if you know anything about boxing, you can't generate the power fighting on your back foot. That's back. Almost, I see but it only goes to 20. Only goes to 20, so see the craters on there. can see with your naked eye though. Because it doesn't use the 100 megapixel camera for video. You gotta have it on picture and screen recording the video. If that makes sense, I had to figure it out, and it took me a little messing with it. And even though that's what I should have done. Record the forward and backward at the same time. It's called the editor's view, I believe. Maybe I might experiment with that next time. Yeah, still haven't shaved, folks. Yeah, Joker, they gotta make Joker a passer. I mean, a scorer. Or not a passer. It's not necessarily a scorer, but they gotta intimidate him from passing the ball by putting their hands in the passing lane and not double teaming him. Put Kevin Love, big body, against him in the beginning of the game. Because he's wider and he could. But the refs need to call the fouls on Joker. He be hooking, he be pushing, he be pulling under the goal. But he has such soft hands. His hands are so soft. So anything that barely touches the rim, it goes in. He got a 3-point game too. That's what they need to make him do. Go out to the 3-point line. Even though he's good, you gotta just have a hand in his face and don't hit him. There's some dog that's loose. I see him. Hopefully, you don't come this way. I have to grip my phone tight, and it's gonna go off. Yeah, he stays over there by his house to protect his house. Those are very territorial. Did he hit that corner? I heard him snarl. Yeah. Stay back. Stay back, Fido. Yeah, I only played a little bit more Kombat today. Didn't play Street Fighter. I need to start playing it. Need to figure a way out to get my Capcom ID. Hopefully I don't have to take my deck to GameStop and take the deck in the game and or just the game, and I'm pretty sure they got a deck there. I don't know. Maybe I should go and ask them. But that one button special move, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's not fair to the players that know how to do the moves. Especially the 360. See how it looks on the street. Smells something dead right now. Yeah, I still haven't got a case for my phone, man. I like the way it feels like this though. It's butt naked. But I know I need to get one, truthfully. So I don't care what kind of gorilla guy, new gorilla glassy guys, but shit, they can't take no drop. Got metal going all the way around. On the edges. Should have went like that. Let me see. 51. Yeah, every time I go out, I'm gonna get, if I can see the moon, I'm gonna do the talking to the moon. I like that jam. Man, they killed Pop Smoke, man. 20 years old. He shouldn't have fought for his shit. That's what happens. You fight, they trying to rob you and take your shit. You fight for it, they want to already have the mentality. If they're robbing you, they're gonna kill you. Shit, I got robbed in front of my house. Shit. I ain't put up no resistance. Fuck that motherfucker, put the gun right on my head. Bing. Now that was crazy. What year was that? First year that it was like the weekend before the first Super Bowl in Houston. Was that 03? And I couldn't find out that they killed J-Ro, which is barber. They killed his cousin. Killed his cousin later on that month. So man, I was thinking, if I would have got them back sooner than then, it's because he could still be alive. Just that Monday quarterback, you know. Just think of shit like that. Yeah, this day and age is crazy, man. I don't know what the world's come to, but I know it's getting worse and worse as time goes by. It's attribute that to the lack of guidance that the youngsters have. They don't have fathers in their lives. They don't have the moral ethics, the love by both of their parents or grandparents. It's hard, man, being a single parent. It's just hard being anything these days. Like, just not just in the U.S., everywhere is more crazy. But you gotta persevere, man. Don't let whatever get into you hold you back. I know it's hard. It's easy to say, but I've been through it too. You know, you gotta push through, and change of scenery always helps. Move if you can, and change your surroundings. Put you in a better headspace. Man, it's tough, man. It's tough. The ones that hurt you the most is the ones that you love the most, but they don't love you back. So the sooner you realize it, the better. When someone's always taking advantage of you, who won't do for you what you'll do for them, you know, that's how, truthfully, how to break it down. That they won't do for you what you do for them. No matter how small it is. The smaller, the worse it is. But it feels good to be loved, great to be loved, especially if it's by the right person. The longer you're with someone, the better. If they truly love you, you know. But if they don't, the more they're going to use you. They're going to use you till they feel like they can't use you anymore. They start cheating on you and try to get rid of you. But if you let them know that you've been cheated on before and you just accepted it, they're going to do it again, because that's in your character. But what can you do? You could just leave them, right? Whenever you catch someone cheating on you, you got to leave them, man. Because you deserve better. They don't deserve you either. You deserve better. It's easy to say because it hurts, and you don't know if you're gonna find that special someone. But what else could be worse? Being alone. Being alone isn't the worst thing. The worst thing is being with somebody who's taking advantage of you. No matter what it is. Yeah, it hurts, but you gotta keep on trucking. Especially as a man. A woman is more emotional, so they deal with it a little bit differently. But as a man, just suck it up and keep trucking, baby. You don't need them. And the next time they see you, you with a better chick, not just good looking, she's doing things for you. She has more going on. Better shit going on in her life that can envelop you with it. Yeah, and don't treat anybody bad, or your loved ones, don't treat them bad. Because loved ones like family, appreciate family. Because I don't have it, you know. It's hard to deal with, but I've realized I'm all alone, so yeah, it sucks, but you'll find the right person eventually. So will I. You don't have to have the same common interests, you know. Just whatever they like, just try to incorporate that into your life. Just so they won't do it by themselves and they won't feel like you don't care. Yep, it's hard, man. Especially when you relocate, you know. It's like starting all over again. If that's what you gotta do, get away from that shit. Because it could be detrimental, man. Fuck with not only just emotionally, mentally, it costs the physical. You know, because you're not thinking right. Should be the bigger power, man. Do something you like that could take up your time and maybe find something new to do. Let's see the move from here. Just stay by this corner. It must be using a different camera when it goes from 1. See how it got brighter? So it goes to 0.6. I believe the front facing camera is the 0.6 too. It doesn't, can't zoom in or out. So it has 1. Should have got 6 cameras. 1 of the front facing camera and 5 cameras on the back side. I see a couple of dogs. Man, and when dogs ever try to get you and gang up against you, always remember they're trying to distract you in the front so I can get you in the back. So you gotta do the hurricane kick. Man, I'm looking rough as fuck. Shining and shit. See the dog. Oh man, now the moon's getting covered up. Oh yeah, I don't think it'll last too long. Truthfully, I think I need to be sitting down when I do it because man, my arms be shaking everywhere. I'm losing sight of the. It's not to be shaking, but the closer you zoom in, the harder it is to keep it on the screen. Yeah, Teofimo's fighting Josh Taylor this weekend. Truthfully, Josh Taylor lost that last fight to Catterall. But they gave it to him, though. Teofimo, he fucked up against Kambosos, swinging for the fences in the first round, saying he was going to knock him out. That fucked him up. Gassed him out. Hey, someone doing some coca, way. Oh man. I think the moon's out of there. Probably like a 10-minute cloud right there, maybe. Siamese cat. Yeah, things will always get better, man. Just keep on the right track. Oh man, it's good, nice and dark right here. Oh, I hear somebody. Yeah, well, man, I gotta get a gang of subscribers and a gang of hours footage of somebody watching it, because, man, might take the whole year. I don't know, it just takes a lot, man, to start doing this YouTube. You gotta have some viral videos, something that's very funny and crazy. A few of them. Or more than a few of them. Probably like 40 of them. I'll be searching to see if I can find some, but man, is that a big row of clouds? That's what this smells. See the moon, folks? Probably these street lights need to be somewhere where it's darker. Oh man, it's a good spot right here. But I don't like standing in front of somebody's house. Well, folks, I'll see y'all next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Like, comment, subscribe, ask me some questions. Y'all being shy, I don't know why. Peace out, baby.